This is how I turned the YEZRO golf attachment for Golf Plus into a training aid to improve my game in real golf. I started out in Golf Plus with just a controller. Didn't much care for it. Tried an attachment, liked the game a little more. Then in the Discord, I read about the Dead Eye, and I got one of those and became a Golf Plus junkie. Probably play about 20 rounds a week. Then I saw someone discussing the YEZRO, and I saw that you could add additional weights to it. And the light went on in my head, and I added a 50-gram weight, played with it for about 2 or 3 weeks, seemed all fine. So I added another 50-gram weight after 3 weeks. Started discovering that my shoulders started to ache between my shoulders. All right, here we go. Here's the weight packages that you buy from YEZRO. Comes with one big weight, 2 little ones. There's a big weight by itself. The big weights are threaded. And as I moved up from the standard bolts that came with it and put more on, I had to use a 30 millimeter. These things are all M4.7. If you're looking for which ones they are, these were 30 millimeter. And as I added more weights, I had to go to a 40 millimeter M4.7. And as I got to the number of weights I have now, I had to go to a 50 millimeter. And here are my 2 current controller configurations. This one is the large weight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the smaller weights. Pretty heavy. It can also be done using the bigger weights, but when putting them together, it's a little trickier because the bigger ones are threaded, and you have to put them together using the threads. So this one I have to check more often to make sure it's put together well, because don't want anything flying off, or I'll be the next guy posting a YouTube video about how my 85-inch television got smashed when the weights fell off. And that's your YEZRO club for the Quest. Got a bit of pain there, but I figured no pain, no gain. So I kept going. It might usually go 2 to 3 weeks, and swap out and add an additional weight after the weekly tournament is over, so that I get used to it, the new added weight, by the time we start the next tournament on Thursday. I've been doing this for quite some time now, and as you can see, my YEZRO has become kind of a Frankenstein. Quite a bit of weight on it at this point in time. And what's happened in real life golf is that as a background, I guess I should mention that I am a beat up 75-year-old man who's had a double bypass and a dislocated shoulder a couple of years ago. And I was aging out. I'd gone up to about a 10 index, and my drives were getting shorter. They were looking like around 200 yards. Wasn't happy with all that. But as I did this thing with the YEZRO, everybody in my golf group noticed that my drives started going farther and farther and farther. And I've whacked them in the 250, 260 range at this point in time. And it also seems to have really helped my iron game. I swing a little easier, and produce more power, and I've been I had to add about 10 more yards to what I get, in my calculations. My pitching wedge went from a 100-yard club to a 110-yard club. So all of them get me about 10 more yards with basically an easier swing. So meanwhile, my handicap index has gone down from around a 10 to a 6.6, I believe. So actually 4 strokes. In my golf groups, I'm no longer a C player, I'm an A player among all us senior citizens. So that's what I did. I guess I should say, be careful with all this stuff, safety warnings, because as you can see with the weights that I have on this golf club, you let it go flying or a piece of it gets loose, you'll be the guy with the video showing how your 120-inch TV got damaged. So always be safe with adding those things. I did have to go. I got a bunch of the kits to add additional weights and discovered I had to get longer and longer bolts. And I've shown those in the video. You can see what they are. And they're readily available on Amazon. Your results may vary. It's not like I had any controls or anything in this test situation. I just did it when I did it. And it's happened over about a period of about 3 months. And your results should be better than mine, because you're probably not a beat-up old 75-year-old guy who had a double bypass. So I wish you luck with it. I just wanted to get this information out for anyone who wanted to try using it and seeing if it worked for them, because it has sure made me a happier camper taking money from my golf buddies. Good luck out there on the real links and the VR links. Have a good one.